Hey guys, this is Cody McKibben from thrillingheroics.com. Welcome to my latest project, Digital Nomad Academy. I have been living abroad and running my own business based on the internet for about 8 years plus now. I started it as a side business and eventually saw some success. I quit my job, I worked from home for a year, and I got these, I'm like a lot of you probably watching this. I read 4-Hour Workweek in 2007, and it gave me new ideas to explore abroad, live abroad, travel more. And in 2008, I got a one-way ticket to Thailand. Eventually ended up in Bangkok with a good friend of mine. Fell in love with the place and ended up starting to set up a life abroad. I've moved around quite often, but I spent a lot of time in Bangkok, in Krabi, Thailand. Up north here, this is beautiful Chiang Mai. We're out here in nature. It's gorgeous. I've spent time in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Bali, Indonesia. I spent about a year on the other side of the world in South America, Central America. So I've been living this sort of nomadic lifestyle for a little over 7 years now. And now I've got my family in tow, my beautiful girlfriend and our wonderful 2-year-old son. And I've found a place for now that I really love. Got a lot of great friends around, a lot of entrepreneurial colleagues, a lot of people to learn from, a lot of people to work alongside. It's a wonderful quality of life out here, and there's a lot of places around the world where I think you can find a much better lifestyle for a much more affordable exchange. The internet now gives us the ability to work from just about anywhere, as long as you can find a reliable connection and the tools you need, the workspace you need. I spend my days here. I have a nice morning with my kid. I try to get to the office 3-4 days a week at least and put in 5 or 6 hours of work a day, solid, concentrating on the laptop, working with some friends at the local co-working spot. But yeah, all in all, out here I can afford to live really well, to eat awesome food all the time, to go on adventures and trips really often, to travel overseas every 2 or 3 months, and take a lot of trips and expose my kid to a lot of new cultures, an amazing amount of experiences. And I have made some amazing friends through this journey. I'll be honest, it's pretty transient in a sense, but there's a lot of circles of people, more and more every year, living this new digital nomad lifestyle, traveling in similar circles, visiting similar spots. So, you say a lot of hellos and goodbyes, you make a lot of new friends from all walks of life. And yeah, people come and go, but it's interesting, you often run into the same characters over and over. I've had a lot of friends who, I've spent some quality time with in 3-4 countries now around the globe. And all in all, I think with the combination of travel and experiencing other cultures, learning about other perspectives, making friends from other parts of the world, with a very different mindset, it really opens up your mind, So that combination of travel and entrepreneurship, where you're learning how to fend for yourself, how to be more resilient, how to you only eat what you hunt, and you hunt for what you eat. But it's learning skills to provide for yourself and for your family. It's gaining anti-fragile skills, so you don't depend on a job or a paycheck. Nobody can take it away from you. Bad things happen sometimes, but once you develop real entrepreneurial skills, that skill to create things and produce things and add value to the people around you, to the world, it's a very different thing than the employee mindset, I think. And those skills, through trial and tribulation, through failures, I think they stick with you as long as you develop those chops to provide for yourself. That's something you'll never lose, and you can apply that time and again to new ideas, new businesses, new tactics, you know. So what we have at Digital Nomad Academy, we founded this community in January 2011. We've had a 5-year anniversary recently, still going strong. We've got over 650 different students on 5 continents, at least 6 continents, I believe. I personally have met a tremendous number of great people through it. A lot of the fellow members, you know, on our travels, we cross paths. We try to host a fair number of meetups and retreats abroad. And so the number one thing I think it provides, especially if you're, you know, if you're ready to quit your job or thinking about starting a side business, especially people that have a full-time job and you might be starting out working from home alone on the nights and weekends, right? It can be really isolating, I know. I mean, even no matter how far you go, how long you're in it, it can be pretty isolating. So I originally built this because I think it's important for people to have that community, that support network. We try to help connect you with other more experienced people that have been doing this, you know, people whose experience you can learn from. Give you direct access to dozens and dozens of really accomplished friends and colleagues of mine that are doing all kinds of different business models, doing a wide range of things in different niches, different industries, to expose you to like a lot of different ideas, you know, and hopefully some of them will click with you. Hopefully you'll find something that works for you, and be able to find good examples, good role models that you can start to model yourself after. But yeah, number one, I think, is just finding community, finding like-minded people who've got your back. You know, they think the same way that you do. They're going through similar struggles, similar challenges. They understand. And so you'll get that real support when things do get rough, that it's hard to find anywhere else, especially if you're coming from a place where you don't have very many entrepreneurial friends. So we've really tried to do everything we can to get like hundreds of just awesome, creative, positive people together that are all building businesses, you know, of one type or another, but to support each other, help each other through the hard times and celebrating the successes together. And if you're just starting out, a large part of what we offer is it's a foundational education in business for people that never went to business school, people that never took any business classes. If you feel that you're not very savvy when it comes to the general principles of business. So we've got a lot of lessons that you can follow at your own pace, to learn some of the basic things to start developing those entrepreneurial skills, basic sales and marketing, and dozens, there's over 85 or 90 hours of real deep dive, interesting interviews with real experienced friends of mine who've had some big successes. Look at the page below, there's a whole bunch more information. I do recommend that you read through carefully, consider if this is right for you or not. But if you're looking for a place to gather with other like-minded people that are really trying to build something, be part of something bigger, and work together collaboratively to build sustainable businesses so they can take care of themselves and their families, as well as travel abroad, experience new things, new places, meet new people. This is the place. We've been around for 5 years plus. We're growing, and we'd love to have you. I would love to work with you. So take a look, and I hope you enjoy what you learn.